So you know that I have spoken to you guys about how our culture is becoming desensitized to pornography. Yeah, you can find that on one of my episodes. We've talked about how really everything is porn when you look around. Why not have a congressional candidate that releases a sex tape then, right? Because that's what's happening. A New York congressional candidate has released a tape of himself having sex on Pornhub. Why? Because he wants to promote his sex-positive agenda, which includes the legalization of prostitution. His name is Mike ITKIS, and he is a third-party liberal candidate. Of course, he's a liberal candidate in New York's 12th district and a current major in the U.S. Army Reserve.
This is where we are now. People are running for office with absolutely no fear of any repercussions to their livelihood, to their name, nothing. They're just doing whatever they want. When that spirit attacks you, when you allow that spirit to take over you, this is what happens. When you allow that other spirit to take over you, this is what happens. You could be equally successful. A lot of people think that, oh, you're blessed by only God. Nah, sometimes people are put in position by that other side, man. They're being used by the other side, the opposite of God. And they allow this to happen to them at the height of your career. This is the height of your career, Mike ITKIS. This dude is so brazen about it. He already knew that nobody would even bother to really mess with him about it. Matter of fact, let me just be quiet for a little bit. That's not why we're here. Van, chill, brother.
He is running to unseat Jerry Nadler in November, and he achieved ballot access in September. One of his key campaign issues is decriminalizing sex work. So to promote it, he decided the best way to do that would be to participate in an adult film. And he posted that to Pornhub on his own account. And it really is something. First and foremost, in the bio, I just want to be clear, I did not watch this. I'm just telling you guys.
It's okay if you watched it, Candace. Listen, we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. We all was born in sin and shaped in iniquity. It's okay, all right? It's not our business. Okay, let me get back to what she said. Listen, whoa. Do not ask me any questions beyond what I'm telling y'all right now. I don't want no pop quizzes about nobody's. I saw nobody's areola, nothing. I saw nothing. This is the only time she didn't do real research. Come on, you got to do the tough research. You got to really dive into the videos. If you want to be the biggest reporter in the world, you did an amazing job with Greatest Lie Ever Sold. But you got to go deeper sometimes. You got to look at the porn and wonder, is that a birthmark? No, you do not. Van, relax, man. But don't go, you ain't got to watch the porn. Even if you did, that's not our business.
This is what has happened. In the bio, he describes himself as not married, no kids, not celibate, and atheist. Emphasis on the atheist, of course. Of course, he has to be.
Boom, I knew it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Atheist, because he's also a narcissist. He stars with Nicole Sage in the X-rated clip, which features the pair having sex on camera twice over the course of the past year. The video is about 13 minutes long, and it opens with the performer Sage clarifying that she consents to the scene and is not under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Man, this man said, look, some people can be with hookers with guns in their hands and doing drugs. And might be related to somebody that's high in office. But they was able to keep it and do a video. How come we can't do no video? You love me, I love you. Well, we like each other. Okay, we like each other. Do you consent? I consent. Do you like the movies? I like the movies. You like Netflix? I like Netflix. Amazon Prime. Disney Plus. and they made a decision and said, you know what? This is where we are. Neither of us love God. We're atheists. So we about to get down, baby. We don't care what nobody say. The world is going to love it because most of them are just like us. Most of them love the darkness. They love that. They knew that people would be salivating over that part right there. I mean, he was probably hoping to be the next Ray J and Kim Kardashian, but I don't know if he working like Ray J, you know what I mean? That's they say, okay, let me be quiet. All right.
See, that's why it's not a problem that they're having sex on camera and that he could potentially be in your government because she consents, right? ITKIS then walks into the scene and clarifies the two have also been tested for STDs. And they've established a safe word as well. And that safe word is stop. After the initial scene ends, a video cuts to the pair again fully clothed, and they have subtitled it Los Angeles, California, October 2021, before establishing consent again and going back to performing. A lot that I want to say about this. I wish that we as a society could use our safe word stop when it comes to the grotesqueness of these politicians. I don't know why people are becoming more and more extreme. And it's hard to choose between who would be worse. Jerry Nadler, Humpty Dumpty Nadler. I know name calling isn't nice, but you'll recall what he did to me when I was in Congress. He's a rude, awful, horrible individual.
Wow.
Or your other option is this guy who is now a porn star because he wants you to understand that sex is so great that why aren't congressional candidates showing you how great sex work can be, totally neglecting the truth about sex work, which is that, of course, a lot of these individuals that partake in it do so because they are desperate, totally neglecting the very high suicide rates of most porn actresses because they engage in this because they're desperate for cash. And then when they get that cash, they can't turn to any other career path because they're known as porn stars. So he neglects that conversation and wants you to know that sex work is real work, right? That's what they're saying all the time. Sex work is real work.
Isn't that why the Black Lives Matter gave them a couple $100,000? I'm not even going to get back on that. I've been talking about this all since I watched the daggone video. There's so much to say about that daggone documentary. So much. But I'm not going to start because this has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. It's, of course, a horrible, horrible thing that has taken place. And it really is, of course, a sign of the times. So what's going to happen? Would you choose Jerry Nadler or are you going to choose this guy, Mike ITKIS? We can keep an eye on that story. The Democrats are just becoming disgusting. Another story that I wanted to bring to your attention, because it angers me a lot and it should anger you, and I don't know how it works when there is an actual judge that should be put in prison. But there is a judge that should be put in prison, and he resides in North Carolina. Listen to the story. A father of one spent 24 hours in jail because he refused to wear a mask, as was ordered by a judge, despite the fact that there is no state or county mandates in the place, right? So his name is Gregory Hahn. He's 47 years old. He's a U.S. Navy veteran, so someone that we should respect highly because he has served this country. So he was among several of 98 jury duty candidates that was called to the Harnett County Court, and he showed up not wearing a mask because there were no such rules or warnings in place. But despite the fact that masks are not required in the building, Judge Winston Charles, who's just an activist, Winston Charles Gilchrist, he mandated that everyone in his courtroom must wear a mask. Because why not? I'm a king. I'm just going to make rules that don't exist, right? Everybody hop on one foot. I'm the judge. Do what I say. There's no rules or laws that say you have to do this, but do it. And so Hahn did the right thing and refused. The judge warned him that he would be held in contempt of court and could spend a month in jail if he didn't put a mask on.
Wow.
This guy's tough, obviously, right?
Wow.
And he refused to back down. He said that he told the judge, I'm not going to wear a mask. And the judge ordered 24 hours in Harnett County Jail. Hahn told Tucker Carlson, as he was recalling the 24 hours that he spent in prison, that it was the worst 24 hours of his life.
Dude, come on, guys. Come on. What in the world's going on with that, man? What's still happening with that? Why are they still trying to press people out about that? This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. What type of point was he trying to make? See, I don't talk too much. I ain't gonna be on dang on camera talking all tough about no judges. I ain't got the same backing as Candace. But still, man, that was some sucker stuff. I believe that was a sucker move right there, and it was petty. And yeah, come on, you don't do that to anybody just for fun, just because you can do it. That's a part of the problem right there. That that attitude, that's the problem. People just do stuff just because they can. Oh, I got power, so I'm gonna do it. That's cliquish, and it has no part in your line of work.
He said he had to make a phone call to his minor child who was at home. Think about how horrible that is. He said, quote, I got motioned in, I got changed into an orange uniform. I got a roll of toilet paper, toothpaste, towel, grabbed a mat, and I'm walking with inmates to a cell. I never thought this could happen in this country, Han added. Well, let me tell you something. It can happen in this country. We are seeing that we are treading towards people that believe that they are dictators, right? Issuing mandates, sweeping mandates. I'm the governor and I've decided this is how I'm going to rule the states. And it's by taking power away from you. I know there's no law that says I can do this, but who cares, right? The people are realizing that we as a society have been under duress because nobody is abiding by the Constitution anymore. Nobody is abiding by even laws that are put in place anymore.
I was just now talking about that on my last video, Candace. It was about electoral college, how people do not want to follow what's written in the Constitution anymore. I just now learned about that today, actually. Yeah.
This judge just decided to be a dictator in his courtroom, and he made a person that he should have had the utmost respect for, right? An individual that he should have said, thank you for your service to. Nope, he tortured him and made him spend 24 hours in the prison because he didn't wear a mask. And I guess masks work or whatever in his courtroom. It's ridiculous, and this judge should face consequences. So I want to share that story with you so that we can become our own sort of activists and demand that that judge receives some sort of justice for these actions. All right.
Wow. Which I thought about that one right there. I don't know much about that judge, but I'm glad that she was able to, give me something to look up. I need to go check him out and see and get more about this before I start running my lips, not knowing the whole story. Of course, I know what she just now said. I know exactly what she said, and from this window, it looks like trash. From this window, it looks like trash. I can smell it. Ooh, stink. It stank. From another window, it might look like treasure. And y'all like, man, we know the truth. She just now said what it is. And yeah, based off what she just now said, yeah, I already know what understanding I'm leaning toward. I want to hear all of it. That's what this whole thing is about, in my opinion. Reaction channels, if you're watching, in my opinion, that's our job. Our job is to build bridges of conversation. That's our job. A lot of times we just go out there and do what's popular. If we see somebody reacting to something, and they get good numbers, we go and do it because we want the same numbers. We want the same growth. We believe that's the new hot ticket. That's the new hot ticket. Everybody got to go check out the new hot ticket. Then people start seeing all of the reactors reacting to the same exact thing. As long as we're doing it for the right reasons, I give a damn what you react to, man. But I believe it's our responsibility to be as non-biased as possible and try to find out as much information as possible. Yeah, and try to just understand people more and know that these numbers are not just numbers. The numbers are actual people. It's a community you're building. Know that too. All right. Okay. So everyone else, I'm not talking to the content creators anymore. Everyone else. Yeah, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments about the sex tape, about the judge, whatever you want me to know. And feel free to hit that subscribe button on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing per usual. Do not forget, BlueMonsterPrep.com is in the link below, and hatsforsale.com is in the link below. LFR 10 for hats for sale, 10% off, free shipping everywhere. And in Blue Monster Prep, LFR is the code, and you get free shipping everywhere. But if you order more than $100 worth of items, and you'll see that their stuff is remarkable. Ask for Patrick and Gina. If you order more than $100 worth of items, then you would get a couple of free gifts. All right. Love y'all. See you next time. Bye. Now, how do I turn this off? Okay, right here.